All right, as soon as I get done looting the headquarters here, I'll go ahead and talk to this doctor, hand him his prototype, and most likely get our next quest, whatever we're supposed to go do for these people. I like how they set it up here. The place is in turmoil, having just been evicted from their other headquarters. They've had to make do with basically these catacombs down here. I have a question here, and I've already met, let's see, Glory, and then Deacon, and let's see, what was his name? Drummer something or another. I don't know, he's around here somewhere.
You could learn a lot from him.
So you have this lady here being the leader, right? And I'm curious which, if not all, of these are synths.
Use the back.
Based off what
Too much
Deacon
traffic
said,
to the church
I
and we'll
expect
burn the
great
site.
things from you.
Would it kill them to let me know mission specs before the dead drop? Just
Like-
once?
Glory is cool and all, right? I have a suspicion that Deacon is a synth,
Hey,
and
word is, Diamond City is under opposition control.
if all the agents are synths, and then possibly the leadership too,
Sorry,
there he is, Drummer
Tom's got
Boy.
me doing something.
And who knows about Tinker Tom? That'd be funny, a crazy synth. Could already tell by him walking around with his Inspector Gadget hat on, right? Oh, what's this?
All processes are busy.
P.A.M.
Processing. Agent. Whisper. Your arrival was not calculated.
What do you mean? It wasn't calculated.
Temporarily unable to process verbal input. Still processing. Preliminary adjustments to statistical models complete. Commencing introduction. I was, am, and will most likely be P.A.M. Predictive Analytic Machine.
Do you work for the railroad?
Yes. My goals and the railroad organization have a high degree of correlation. They provide data. I provide first-order approximations of the behaviors of all residents of the region, designated Commonwealth. Rephrasing. I predict the future.
You see the future.
That is this unit's primary goal. Caution. Biological life forms behave erratically, unpredictably. All output subject to an extremely high margin of error.
Just how inaccurate are you?
The smaller the group, and the greater the time frame, the less accurate I become. But all predictions are affected by the human element. Operation complete. You are a rogue variable. No current or previous models predict your presence or existence. Query. What is your point of origin?
I'm from Vault 111, if that's what you mean.
Accessing. Vault 111. Cryo Vault. Believed destroyed. Conversation terminated. Pending construction of new probability matrix. Rephrasing. Goodbye.
Leave it to Bethesda to throw some cool character into the game, right? Now, if her main goal, this robot's main goal, is to predict the future, and the human element keeps disrupting that, at what point does some protocol kick into where she has to do away with human interference so that she can achieve her primary goal, right? And isn't that where computer error comes into place, and they want to kill off every living person and take over the world and whatever?
Using new data set.
Might be a lesson there. Anyway, this point that I'm thinking is that if synths are making up the agents here with the railroad, and I don't know if this lady who's leading the railroad is a synth, and wouldn't have a problem with any of it except one thing. Doesn't that create something of a conflict of interest?
P.A.M.
Analyzing.
I guess P.A.M. and I don't have anything else to talk about right now. Okay, well, fine. Actually might come back for some of this stuff, but I'm gonna look around a bit more. Might as well
Hey,
give this thing
what's
to
the
this
word?
dude.
What's mine is yours, pal.
Actually, what's mine is yours, like all this junk. What do they got you using? An Institute pistol? You probably picked that up, didn't you? That means it's probably better than your default gun, which means that you're carrying around some trash. I'm not going to be using this deliverer. Wonder if you might want that instead. Well, you know, if you prefer an energy weapon, then use an energy weapon by all means. Oops, I didn't mean to give you my stuff. Give me my arm piece back. Thank you very much. Okay, well, since I guess you can wear your base outfit there with leather over the top of it, then you don't need any road leathers. Okay, fine.
Ah, it's our newest agent.
Desdemona told me to give you this.
An extraordinary feat to recover this, but that's hardly the point. Without a lick of training and us knowing hardly anything about you, Des has invited you to join HQ. It would have been nice if she had consulted with her second-in-command, but what's done is done. Since you're here now, we might as well put you to work.
What? You don't think I can handle a dangerous job?
The danger doesn't concern me. Your work at the switchboard proves you can deal with that. I just hope the mission doesn't require knowledge about synths and our procedures. Something you've had scant opportunity to learn.
That's a good point, really. That's the kind of person you want watching out for your
Cut to
group,
the
actually.
chase.
One of our field agents, Old Man Stockton, needs help with a runaway synth, H222. So headquarters, as always, puts out the fires that others can't be bothered to put out themselves. The paranoid old bat won't even tell us the problem. He insists that we get our intel from a dead drop.
What's a dead drop?
Oh, shit. I knew I forgot to tell you about something.
Oh dear lord. A dead drop is a mailbox with a rail sign on it. It's a common means of communication for us, so keep an eye out for them. When you make contact with Stockton, he won't give you the time of day unless you give him the proper countersign. The current sign is, do you have a Geiger counter? And the counter is, mine is in the shop. Please tell me Deacon taught you that at least.
You can trust me with this. I'll get it done.
You sound rather convincing, actually. Stockton is a prominent businessman at Bunker Hill. The dead drop will be near there. Use the escape tunnel in the back to get there quicker.
Alright, cool. Be nice to have a way in and out of here that doesn't involve creeping through the entire church. I wanted to look at what you can modify this thing with, just out of curiosity.
I suppose you're here for my medical services. Let's see what's wrong with you today.
Can't really change the appearance of this thing at all, can you? Not like it really matters, I was just kind of curious. Yeah, just stay the same. That's cool. For a VATS heavy user, someone who uses VATS a lot, that would probably be pretty handy. Doesn't really float my boat, but each to their own. Well, here's all the tradecraft symbols, I guess you call them. Box is a cash, an X is danger, a plus is ally. Alright, cool. Safe houses, Dayton, Augusta, Griswold. Okay, so you got Glory Deacon and then Whispers, and Whispers was one of their 3 chief agents. Main people out in the field type of thing. So I guess I'm taking Whisper's place. Because that's how this is panning out here, or something like that. I think if we're going to go establish a new settlement, then we probably need some building materials. So go ahead and grab whatever I can here. Just kind of looking this place over too. It's kind of cool. Practice range. Alien rocket ship and a fork. Alright. Well, it's nice to know that they practice more than just talk. Oh, nice. I need to go turn those in. In fact, we're going to go do that too. Go see what kind of caps I can get. I won't suffer you guys through a lot of this. You're like, I can't tell. All I do is see you walking around picking up dirty water and empty cans. Well, yeah, I mean, that's all part of it. But we'll make a quick trip up to the blimp. And then maybe go, I don't know, deal with a settlement or something. I just kind of curious which direction I want to go, if we want to carry on with the next Brotherhood thing, whatever that might be. It's been a while since I messed with any of that. I don't even really know where we're at with all that. Okay, I guess that leads out. We'll come back here in a minute. It's always going to be Minutemen stuff to do, it looks like, but that doesn't really seem like much of a quest line, really, rather than an opportunity just to open up a lot of places to build and do the whole Minecraft thing, you know, and that's cool. I enjoy that, for me, but I don't want to suffer you guys through a lot of that.
Solving for theta n when I approaches probability bounds.
Could always go to CIT. Go hunt us down a, what do they call it? A courser?
Please, I do have important duties to it.
Well, you attend to those. That's fine. I'm taking all your stuff. Don't mind me. I'm not in anyone's way. I know I'm not bothering anybody. I'm just cleaning house a little bit. All right, and that leads back to the church itself, right? Main entrance. Can't even go. Oh, okay. I was about to say, is that door closed off to me now? So this is basically our war room. Even has the map and everything. All right, cool. I just wanted to check it out. See what was going on here. See who we're dealing with and stuff. So anyway, if this place is run by synths and manned by nothing but synths, the doctor doesn't strike me as one, but like they say, you can't tell. Which is fine. If you can't tell, well then you can't tell. As long as somebody isn't trying to kill me or take my stuff, well then I guess I'm alright with them, whether they're a robot or not or whatever. They have the ability to think for themselves, and as long as the stuff that they're thinking doesn't hurt me or mine, then I guess we can be alright. They mine theirs, I'll mine mine. We'll get along just fine. But if this whole operation is run by nothing but synths, isn't there a conflict of interest there? At some point, does the machine element kick in and, you know, when the human element is left completely out of it, you know, with that human element comes the compassion to help save these synths. Sure enough, the bad side of the human element is what created them in the first place. I get that. That same human element is also responsible for rescuing them.
I don't know if even a scaver would take
And
that.
the synths just kind of caught in the middle. They didn't ask to be made, and they're certainly not asking to be destroyed. And well, it's, you know, then that just that big gray area right there. It's pretty. It's a little more simple for me.
Sweet.
I pretty much decided how. Damn, that was lucky. Pretty much decided how I feel about all that. If you can think and reason and create, if you are essentially a human being, like I say, regardless of the platform, if you are in essence a person, a thinking, feeling person, whether you're written on a computer chip or written on an organic brain, I think they've, you know, with the old robo brains and with the synths, they've kind of crossed those lines. Well, if scientists have committed their abomination, the results of their work aren't to blame. You know, it's the scientists to blame. Once again, the synths are just, they're created things. Now, if they become murderous machines that can go haywire, that's the thing. If they have the ability to have compassion, to think for themselves, to create, to dream, to be artists, to do all those things that are human, that require something, some substance in and of yourself that can't be programmed in, that can't be created. If you have the ability to create, if you have the ability to just be a person, if you have that human element, right, then you also have the ability, I would think, to correct things and to understand where you're wrong. In other words, a conscience. And if they have a conscience also, like, you know, Nick seemed genuinely upset by stuff that had happened with us. And then these people seem to have compassion and feelings and stuff. So the human element certainly appears to be there, right? But still, if this place is run by nothing but synths, if there's not a person amongst the railroad, not a single human being, then I have to wonder if there's, like I say, a conflict of interest there. If I find out that is the case, then I'm going to start having a problem with that. Assuming it's a mix of synths and people, though, the synths that have been rescued are grateful and they choose to work with the railroad to free more of their kind. I'm totally down with that. And like I say, if there really isn't ever a way to find out whether the leader of the railroad is actually a synth or not, that Desdemona, right? Which I'm already a fan of her just because of who voice acts her. So, I mean, you know, she's already got, you know, the right foot forward as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so that's where we're headed to go meet our guy with the dead drop and all that. I want to check out Bunker Hill anyway. In fact, that may be what we do next, because I just want to see Bunker Hill, personally, for me. And then once we check that out and see what's going on and do that, then maybe we'll get back to the main quest. How does that sound? Something like that? Anyway, so yeah, that all just kind of popped up. I just got thinking about it with the railroad and like, there's something to this here. Let me drop off some junk. You know, I need to set up a trade route to, but not here. I've got this in the sanctuary kind of connected. They're working off each other's supplies. One thing I do need to do is, since I've got a point in, I did put a point in medic, didn't I? I think that was what we just did. The last level, I believe. Right? It's gonna let me make a, oh no, okay, I didn't. Damn, see that ramen over there just hauling ass? It's funny. Well, I got a level, so let's do that. Let's put a point in medic. And make an infirmary. I just want to make this place complete. I didn't have any more room to build, though, so I got to take some stuff down in order to be able to build something new. All right, there we go. I guess that was take away one thing to build one other thing. Now, where to put this? What would be a hospital? I was thinking potentially upstairs in our mall, but there's really no room there. I don't have any use for this building here. Could serve as a makeshift infirmary. I mean, what it really comes down to is really just a source of caps, right? I don't know. Doesn't look right really just sitting out there, though. Really no other place to put it. Not really. These are kind of like farmhouses over here. Not really cool. I do have this building off to the side, but that's more of a guard house. And then this is my dog house. This is his shade, and doesn't want to be bothered by sick people coughing and crying about their human ailments. My dog's not concerned about that. My dog's concerned with where's the food at. No place in there for it either. And like I say, there's no room in my little mall, so alright, I guess we'll just put it over here. Maybe we throw a few beds inside. We'll put this outside, and this will be basically our hospital. I don't know if you can make IV stands. Or do they have IV stands and things like that? I know they have some hospital-like beds. Oh, I can't build anymore, can I? Ah, shit, I need to take a... Okay, well, if I pull down a couple beds, I can put up a couple beds, right? I don't want to take any out of this main house, though. Next time, my next playthrough, when I play here, I'm leaving that movie screen out of it. In fact, I may cut off everything here, outside of the actual projector building in and of itself. Let me go ahead and pull these down. Yeah, we'll just leave one. You like that? All secured and everything? I don't think anything can get through that chain link fence. They can shoot through it, but nobody really comes back here anyway. I mean, somebody sleeps back there, I'm sure, but I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, so I can put a couple hospital-type beds inside here. Who can man the infirmary? There we go. She's just standing around. Alright, cool. We'll just line a couple of these up right here. Yeah, if I had IVs and stuff, I would, I'd put them up in between the bed and just make this something of a hospital. No hospital is complete without a cigarette machine, though, right? Of course. Oh, wait. Oh, that's the girl I had assigned to my weapons shop, I think. Well, she's my favorite. She's my favorite settler here for I don't know why, just for some reason. Okay, so, I need to find someone else to... Yep, that was her. Now, nobody's assigned to that. Who's this? Are you doing anything? Let me give you a job. Go do this. I do really like the way this building panned out, though. It's kind of a cool design. Open air, restaurant type thing. I may actually replace this drink stand with an actual restaurant. I may do that, but even upstairs dining if you want. Anyway, yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. I spent some hours on that. It may not be all that big and impressive or whatever, but I like it. I wonder what they would be under if you could make them. Probably use some potted plants and stuff. I don't have room to make anything anymore. All that fencing that I put up and all that stuff that stretches all the way back to the movie screen and all that counts as stuff built. And then putting that huge building back there on the movie screen itself. I mean, this is a huge complex. It's great, and it worked out. It worked out in the end, but still, I would shrink it a little bit, condense it a little bit more, not leave it so open, and be able to put more in there. You know. Anyway, wow, you can't put stores here? What the hell is the point of the Boston airport? What would I use this for? You can't plant food, you can't put up stores. How is anyone supposed to live here? Is this seriously just a... This is just a place to use for some kind of entertainment. If you want like a theater or a basketball court or something. I don't know what else to use that for. Anyway, let me make a quick trip to the... What is this guy? Scribe.
Subjects
here.
are not pets. They are crucial military resources.
Ah, nice.
As such, they are not to be fed by any personnel save Scribe Nariah and her team. Any violation of this policy will result in severe discipline.
I found some technical documents for you.
These look rather promising. You certainly have a knack for this sort of work. Here are the caps that I promised. Remember,
$750.
the Commonwealth is an almost unlimited source for these technical documents. Check every building you explore during your patrols very carefully, and you might be pleasantly surprised at what you find.
Right, you said that last time. What, dude? Man.
Hey.
What you need?
He's all cool about it, too. I think we got some bad programming here or something, because, alright. it I put the leather on top of his stuff, and usually if it's not compatible, then their clothes will disappear. I was going to give him some road leathers and all that, but you're fine. There. He was just wearing normal clothes before anyway, I think. I don't know. Walk in and he's just walking around in his briefs like it's cool. All right, let's get out of here. Wow, look at the scenery, man. All right. So what I was thinking is, for lack of anything else, I just want some new place to build. Just for me. So if you all don't mind dragging along on this, that's all it is. Just a couple minutes. In fact, here, we've got a couple. Nordhagen Beach, Greentop Nursery 2, huh? Greentop Nursery's been there forever. That is the one where we failed to save his wife, and she wound up getting killed. Yeah, we failed that one. So let's go try to make up for that. Let's see, maybe it's his wife again. Maybe we can redeem
Minutemen
it.
send you?
Yes, I'm here to help. What's going on?
There's a group of raiders that won't leave us alone. Stealing our food and supplies. Threatening us if we can't give them what they want. We know where they're coming from, but we can't stand up to them ourselves.
Oh, wow, already. What raiders were they? I guess I took care of them already. Whoever they
I
were.
took care of those raiders for you.
Really? Well, that's the best news I've heard in a long time. Oh, by the way, we've talked about it, and we've decided to support the Minutemen. I think it's worth giving it another chance. The only way things will get better is if we stand together.
Well, I guess it does pay off to clear out some of these areas ahead of time. Because the Minutemen may at any time send you back there. And I guess once you killed the boss, there always seems to be a raider boss in these places. Then counts as complete, huh? Alright, I don't have anything to build with here yet. I need to open up a trade line with somewhere. And I was thinking the castle. This has a lot of food here. And I don't know if settlements share food resources.
Just hope you can keep the redneck element in check.
Well, we all spawn together. Okay, I think I need to move this. My little fast travel marker. We'll move this somewhere away from the community center here. Yeah, but let me find someone here to open up a trade line. In fact, I want to send someone else over there also to run a shop. I think I'm going to open up just a trader. I might set up another shop or two here too while I'm here. While I've got some caps. I don't mind spending all my caps to invest now. It'll pay off later.
I took care of the raiders that were harassing that settlement you sent me to. The people there have decided to join our cause.
That's great news. One day, we'll be strong enough to drive that scum out of the Commonwealth for good. I'll let you know if I hear of any settlements that need our help. In the meantime, make sure to offer help to anyone that needs it. That can only help our cause.
Okay, now these may be Radiant quests, but I think they do stop eventually, because there's only so many settlements in the Commonwealth. There's a lot of them, but I think it's possible to clear all the settlements. And I'm going to find out in a playthrough one of these days exactly what happens when you do that. Alright, I need to find somebody. Yeah, there you go. You look like a worthy candidate. Okay, so that was Greentop Nursery, right? Okay, so all the supplies here are open to Greentop. I don't know if the food is shared. Not sure about that.
We've been traveling for a spell. I was hoping to have some words with you.
Now's a good time.
I'm used to flying solo, but I got to admit, working with you makes me think I've been missing out. Having someone watching your back is refreshing, especially since you never know when the Institute is watching.
You've never had a partner.
Not for a long time. Besides, partnering up in the railroad can leave you vulnerable. One more person who can finger you to the Institute. Some people at HQ are jealous. You took the big nap and everyone you knew is long gone. Now, hear me out on the silver lining. If a human in the railroad slips up, then they expose friends and loved ones to danger. You're safe from that.
Why would the people they care about be in danger?
When the coursers start kicking down doors, they don't just hit railroad safe houses. Some friends and family have been known to get axed. Whether the Institute's motivated by vengeance or faulty intel, it doesn't matter to the people left behind. It doesn't matter much to me. I'm a synth. At least that's what they tell me. So I really don't have anything to lose. For Glory and me and the others, it's easier to dedicate ourselves to the cause.
You're a synth? Why didn't you tell me before?
I don't like talking about it. I was one of the first synths they did the whole cranium reboot on, so it was a bit of a botched job. Most synths have fun fake memories. A happy home, a family. Me, I got nothing. And that, well, it does something to you. Since we're traveling together, I want you to take this. It's my recall code. If you ever need to know something about the Institute, read it to me.
Like A321's
I
code.
appreciate the trust.
Yeah, well, about that. Don't use the code unless you absolutely have to. It'll wipe my memories. I'm not sure how much of me will even be left. You know, I'd just feel better if you didn't read it until you need it.
Oh wow, if it wiped his memories, the only memories he has are those that he's established for himself in the short time since whenever he escaped or whatever. Alright, this is what I came up with here. This was another pretty big area, but I've learned a little bit in building. Settlement Defense 101. Funnel the enemy into one or two entrances, and that's where you have to deal with them. Seal off everything else. So I just basically wall your community off. Just setting up a few convenient turrets. Once a group of super mutants or raiders takes care of those turrets, the only thing left to defend is you and your settlers. And learned that the hard way over there at the county crossing. Alright, so what I did is I set up a few, what would you say, tactical shack foundations and built walls around them. Like, see, here we go. Put these shack foundations down here in the corner and the walls just piece them together. Probably set up like a little patio deck right there for people to chill and have a beer and enjoy the safety of the walls here. But, here we go. That's what I came up with. Didn't really take a whole lot as far as materials went. And I've got a solid border up. Got a little trader up. Little shop. Someone to man it. Put a few generators, a few defenses up. And now let's send a few settlers here, little by little. If you wonder why we jumped over here, I didn't do much else at the castle. I just, once I set up a supply line, I headed straight over here, and as soon as I got here, Deacon decided he wanted to talk about things. So apparently, once you fast traveled once or twice with a new follower, they want to discuss things. Right, so what I'm going to do here, you need to get to, I believe, the 2nd rank of Cap Collector. Okay? To set up all your shops. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with this character. I don't know if I would do that with future characters. I don't know that the biggest shops and stuff really matter, per se. I don't think caps are really a problem in the game. But, hey. We'll do it for giggles on this one. Yeah, see, if you look, the biggest shops require you having a cap collector rank of 2. So we'll do that. That's fine. I'm willing to do that. We've wasted points on a bunch of other stuff in this character just for giggles, so I mind doing that. This is by no means what I would call a premium build, but we're getting by. Definitely having fun. I'm really enjoying the crap out of this. Alright, so I've got this place set for a little while. Just 2 people here, but I think the defenses, if nothing else, there's only just 1 or 2 entrances that they can take to get in here. Alright, so Back here at Cabot House. It's funny, first thing Deacon says is, any place this pristine in this post-war time, something's not right. Alright, go check out that monument, Bunker Hill and all that, and meet up with our crazy old guy who, he's paranoid for a reason, I would imagine, right? Okay, anyway, we'll get on that on the next one. Thanks for just hanging out. If you want to subscribe, click that button up top. And if you want to catch the rest of this Let's Play, you can click that image in the middle. It should send you straight to the playlist. Appreciate y'all watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.